walking and traveling. She lives actually in Hoover. She's been there since, she's been in her new home since a month, but she's been in Hoover since 2002. Her burning desire is to spend time as a full-time missionary in Central America with her family working with her. Something no one knows about her is she studied international capitalism in London, England, and met Chelsea Clinton. Wow. Her key to success is having Jesus as an example of leadership, integrity, and confidence in myself and herself to be able to do all things she was created to do to make positive differences, impact in the world that we live in. Her accomplishments is she's a Gold Club Achiever for 4 years at Compass Bank. She's a past president of Educational Arts Corporation, past financial chair of Alabama Property Project, and she has 4 beautiful children and 1 great husband. Her goal is to be the best universal banker that she can by identifying her clients' needs and connecting them with the right sources. I give you Carlissa Cunningham.
So, like you heard her tell me that I have 4 beautiful children, 3 at home, and I went to go get markers this morning because, we have a green team, an orange team. We're red team. I couldn't find any red markers. The box was empty. We have yellow team. The box was empty. And I'm thinking, gee, guys, thanks. So I do apologize for that. But I just kind of wanted to put that up there because yesterday at leadership training, guys, it was really, really great. And one of the things that we talked about in the leadership training is, one, you need to understand where you're at and what your goals are. And then if you couple that training, understanding where you're at and what your goals are, and you do things like read Success Nets and do some of the podcasts and come to some of the other leadership training classes or listen to some of the webinars that they have, you find out that you are the manager of this meeting and that this is the expanded sales team, and that it is your job to teach the expanded sales team what it is you need in order for you to meet your goals. And so I kind of took a look at what the different teams were and some of the things that we do here at BNI to kind of see where I was at and hopefully encourage you guys to see where you're at. And then try to connect that with, for me at BBVA Compass, you have to understand, I have goals. Just like in your businesses, you have goals. And there are production standards that you have to meet. In doing that, I have to understand my products and services so that I can offer them out to the community so that they would understand that these products and services really could benefit them. And to piggyback with what Mike says, when he does that, really sincerely and ethically and as correctly as possible for that person, it does make you money. And for me, working at BBVA Compass, like I shared with you in my 1-minute presentation, is when our bank makes money, we give it back. And we give it back to the whole community, So even an organization like this, for what we can do, it frees us up to do some things in the Rotary Club, to get connected and continue to sow back in. So our businesses, yes, we do want to get rich and fat, but you know what? We also want to give back. On the green team, I looked at how many one-to-ones I did in our green team, and I'm going to write it because October is breast cancer awareness month. So on the green team, I have 100% one-to-ones. On the orange team, I've had 60% one-to-one. On the red team, I've had 100% one-to-one. On the yellow team, which I'm on, so my numbers are just a little bit skewed because I took myself out of the equation, 75%. I probably could put 100 because I'm at every one of those meetings. So the next thing, because I've had my one-to-ones to get to know your business, then I looked at what percentage of referrals was I able to get to each one of these teams. On this side, I was able to give 91% of my referrals there. My orange team, 60%. My red team, 80%, and on my yellow team, 100%. Now, for me, on the referrals back, I looked at what percentage of book business I have. This is 18% and these are the referrals that was given to me that I actually got a qualified sale from. On the orange team, I haven't had one yet. On the red team, 60%. And on the yellow team, 40%. And on the percentage of business for me giving a referral back to that team, 63%, 20%, 0%, and 25%. Okay, now looking at this, for me, as the manager of this sales team that I have, you can see there are some obvious successes, but there are some obvious areas of improvement. And this is where the communication is so important for me to be able to convey to you the kind of products and services that I need in order to get 100% on this level, but also for me to listen better and get a better understanding of what you need so I can get 100% on this level, you know? And so in our different teams, you know, we have our power team, which is the real estate team, which is right here, which is the green team. And these products and services, you know, you're like, okay, you have Aaron who does mortgages, and you have Angie who does closing, and you have Vicki who does real estate, and it's like, well, where does the banker fit in? Because many times by the time these clients get to you, some of them already have all of those products and services. And so for me, what I looked at the green team is I said, well, you know, I do equities, which is something that our mortgage company doesn't do. Correct, Aaron?
Correct.
Okay. So home equity. So if you know somebody who doesn't want to do a total refinance because they've already gotten their great rate with Aaron, but they have some equity left in their house and they have another they have another project that they would like to accomplish, a home equity loan is something that I can do for them that is very beneficial to me at the bank and can be very beneficial to them, especially because there are no closing costs. You know, and if they just paid closing costs, and maybe it's the kind of loan that Aaron has done where it says, well, this is what we can do. We can't do any cash out because of maybe this restriction or that restriction, but it's something that I can do for them. The other area is the person may go to Aaron or go to Vicki, and they don't have the equity in their house, but they have a good credit score, but they still need some financing done. We have other lending products, and many of you have heard me talk about our personal installment loan that we've been offering that has a 0%. Travis Sherman has done a great job of connecting me with people and connecting back with his client and making sure that we do talk. So that warm transfer and them knowing you and them trusting you and you giving them my name and calling me helps build trust with me, and then it's my job to make sure that I am recommending a product and service that's beneficial to them and, you know, keeps them very happy with the person that recommended them, and hopefully I'll be making them happy and both of us can work together with them. I hear many people asking for doctors, lawyers, and dentists. Well, we have special lending products for our doctors, lawyers, dentists, and CPAs. That could be very beneficial to your client. The lending area is something that I feel like I need to do a better job of taking these products and explaining them. With the personal installment loan, I talked about it 3 weeks in a row, and I've gotten one really good sale, and I'm going to get hopefully another really good sale from that, but just that consistency in that. Some other things, when I'm looking at our orange team, which is business to business, well, they need a lot of people on the fly, you know, because they're trying to build their business, and I have to, you know, kind of identify, you know, what is something that I can tell them? Yes, a checking account, you know, but if they have children or if they're working with another business, that business might have some financing needs, and we offer business line of credits. And if that business is a new business and they're trying to get out there, we have secured business cards, credit cards for them too, to help them build credit in the business name. But also, if that person has a lot of cash, instead of depleting all their cash, you know, we have CD secured loans so they can earn some interest and some things like that. So there's some products and services that, you know, I really need to hash out with my business-to-business team. Now, my red team, that right there I think is my health and wellness team. And that right there is, I'm really looking, because this zero right here really bothers And so you meet a lot of people, and I'm just so positive that there's a product or service I can do. On my yellow team, that's the financial team. That's the team that I'm on. And, just some strong, members there. And even with Nick and I have had a couple of one-to-ones, and there are some products and services we know that we both share alike. However, Nick has a strong connection in the nonprofit community, so we see some opportunities there, and there have been some opportunities that I can share with him. So I'm saying that with these teams, I've identified that I need to break down with each team individually and come up with some products and services that I can just really put in place so that I can teach my team how they can be a better benefit to me, and then listen to my expanded Salesforce team tell me how I can be a better benefit to them. Does that kind of help? Okay. And then also to encourage you, guys, take a look at these numbers, because we want our PrimeBNI. We looked at it yesterday. We are not in the green. We're in yellow, and they said we just need to be at 70%, and we're below that. So all of us need to do this and take a look at this individually and see how we can come back so that our team can be on top. Because they asked us, how can we go from being average, okay, to great? And I want to go from being average, okay, good, to great. Thank you.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Let's say we have a referral for you. If they don't believe that somebody living in North Alabama, can you still get credit for that?
We can. My manager's shaking her head yes. We can. Are there any
They
other?
just need to be within our footprint. So as long as, yeah, which is great. But we don't have any presence in Georgia, so, that would be difficult. But Florence is great.
Are there any other questions? I did bring some pamphlets and flyers of the products I briefly talked about. I brought them up here because, guys, I have to admit, on some things, I was cleaning up my BNI binder last night, and I still have papers from February. And so, I didn't want to overwhelm anybody. Please take a look at something that you might need.
Okay, at this time we're going to do I have